Hey, welcome back. And here we are with our new topic of physiology, which is action potential. In this video, we will see what is the mechanism of development of action potential and what are the major ions play role in it. So let's begin. Action potential occur when there is a change in the membrane potential of a particular cell. Each cell has its own membrane potential, and when there is a rise or fall in their membrane potential, there is production of action potential. It occur only in excitable cell. Excitable cell mean which have the ability to produce action potential. For example, muscles, neurons, glomerulus cell, endocrine cell. Now let's see what is membrane potential. Membrane potential is the difference in electric potential between the interior and exterior of a biological cell. For example, if a cell exterior has 5 ions and cell interior have 10 ions, then there is a difference produced in the membrane of a cell. This is called membrane potential. Now we have another term called resting membrane potential. As you can see from its definition, it means that it is a membrane potential which is produced due to ion, but the cell it is in resting state, means that it is not conducting an action potential. In our body, resting membrane potential differ from cell to cell. Our muscle cells have different resting membrane potential, our heart cell has different resting membrane potential, and so on. Now there is another term called threshold potential. Threshold potential is less negative than resting membrane potential, and if a cell wants to conduct an action potential, then its resting membrane potential should first reach the threshold potential, then only the cell can be able to conduct the action potential. If the cell is not able to reach the threshold potential, then the cell cannot conduct the action potential. As you can see in the image, minus 70 represent the resting state, which means the resting membrane potential, and minus 55, which is less negative than resting membrane potential, represent threshold potential. As you can see in the image, it is written that failed initiation. Failed initiation means that the cell has tried to reach the threshold potential, but the stimulus was not strong enough to reach the threshold potential. That's why there is no conduction of action potential there. Mechanism of action potential. Our cell membrane is made up of bilayer of lipid, so it does not allow the electrically charged ion to pass through it. So we have special protein channels which allow the passage of ion to it. Normally, as you all know, our cell is rich in potassium, and the exterior plasma it is rich in sodium, and our cell inner membrane has negative charge and outer membrane has positive charge. Now we will see why there is a charge difference and why there is positive charge outside and negative charge inside. Sodium potassium pump out 3 sodium and take 2 potassium inside the cell. As you can see, there is loss of 1 cation for interior of the cell, so there is negative charge present inside the cell, and there is gain of 1 cation for outside the cell, so there is positive charge present outside the cell. It uses ATP for this activity. When it uses ATP, it is phosphorylated, then it carries sodium outside the cell, and when it is dephosphorylated, it carries potassium inside the cell. Now you may think our cell is rich in potassium, then from where this sodium has came? This sodium has came from action potential, and we will see it later. Before we begin with our mechanism of action potential, we will see the main component of action potential channels, the channels which are present in membrane. We have different type of channels. We will see it one by one. Mechanical stimulated sodium channel. It is a type of sodium channel which is activated when there is any outer stimulus on it. Then we have voltage gated sodium channel. Voltage gated sodium channel, it is activated when there is a difference in membrane potential. We have three state of voltage gated sodium channel. We have resting state, activated state, and inactivated state. In resting state, the outer door is closed and the inner door is open. In activated state, both the door is open so that sodium can come in, and in inactivated state only outer door is open and inner door is closed. Then we have potassium leakage channels. Potassium leakage channels means that it is channel for potassium, and potassium through it is continuously moving out of this cell. Then we have voltage gated potassium channel. Voltage gated potassium channel is activated when there is difference in membrane potential. So let's get started how the action potential is generated. As you can see in the first image, it represents the mechanically stimulated sodium channel. As you can see, there is only passage of one sodium through it, which means that the outer stimulus is not strong enough to reach the threshold and it will die out. So there is no conduction of action potential. As you can see in second image, it is also a mechanically stimulated sodium channel, but the sodium entering through it is of high amount, which means that the stimulus is strong enough to reach the threshold. As the resting membrane potential reach the threshold, you can see in image 3 there is activation of voltage gated sodium channel. Resting membrane potential reach the threshold, voltage gated sodium channel is activated, and lot of sodium run from outside to inside the cell, and it take the potential towards the positive side, as you can see in the graph. As the action potential reach towards the more positive side, the voltage gated sodium channel is closed and voltage gated potassium channel is open. As our cell is rich in potassium, more and more potassium leak out of the cell through voltage gated potassium channel, and this take the positive membrane potential towards the negative side. As you can see in the graph, the rising point is due to sodium influx, which is due to activation of the voltage gated sodium channel, and the other side of the graph, which is taking action potential towards the more negative side, it is due to potassium efflux, which is due to activation of the voltage gated potassium channels. So we are done with our today's topic. I hope it was interesting for you. Stay tuned for more video. See you soon, and thank you for watching.